It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? And direct from our newsroom and on, this will be their channel 10 o'clock news on this late Saturday night, December 5th, 2020. It's 10 o'clock and the mountain temperature is 37 degrees. Top stories on the Vader Channel 10 o'clock news on this late Saturday night is President Trump calls Georgia governor to pressure him for help overturn invited win in the state. Southern California and San Joaquin Valley trigger stay-at-home order as ICU capacity drops. Trump texted LA and Georgia ahead of a Senate campaign trip. Lighter still raining now. Some roads remain messy, as we'll have more now on the weather segment at Peter Channel 10 o'clock news coming up in a couple of minutes. And now, Southern California during the lockdown. Daily cases to have a record. And Fauci said, help us out to discuss how long it takes the average American to get a COVID-19 vaccine, potential virus surges, and more. Former State Senator Martin Sandoval of Illinois dies after a COVID-19 diagnosis. Warren Berlinger, actor of Happy Days and Cannonball Run and Blue Denim, died at age 3. A court just reinstated DECA, but the decision is bad news for Biden. Jill Biden advocated debt-free community colleges, next First Lady. Betsy DeVos extends student loan relief until the end of January. Historic New York church Boston Legislative Bell got by massive fire. India farmers has misleading content shared about the protests. Bahrain says it won't allow imports from Israeli settlements. Trump is pulling troops out of Somalia, but many are staying in the region. Last-ditch push to Brexit deal starts with recommendations flying. The State Department has ended 5 exchange programs. Oh, we already did that. Yeah, take to the new single day record of new COVID-19 cases, 227,885. U.S. Supreme Court to hear Nazi artworks case and New England first northeaster dumps rain and snow. Peter Channel News Time is 10:02. 5,356 new COVID-19 cases and 41 more deaths are reported in Massachusetts. All for hungry support. Random food basket. New Jersey suspends indoor sports after restrictions come Monday as New York City reopens schools. All but 4 Oregon counties have record COVID cases and 24 deaths. UNMC doctor recommends 10-day quarantine for exposure versus new CDC quarantine guidelines. U.S. COVID hospitalization over 100,000 reached an all-time high. Japan time boosted 2 asteroids Zephyr makes perfect landing in Australia's outback. Change 5% and docked with the module in lunar orbit. Peter Channel News Time is Channel 3. Coastal Carolina stops BYU at 1 on the family to still upset. And Alabama freshman confirms Alabama LSU game this year will be personal. Okay, let's take a look at some college football scores on this late Saturday night. California 21, Oregon 30, 11 is fourth quarter. For 3 quarters, Clemson 31, from Virginia Tech 10. Oklahoma 10, Baylor set with 143-11 in the third. Alabama 45, LSU 14 at halftime break. Miami 21, Duke 0 with 9-11 in the third. TCU 29, Oklahoma State 22, Texas A&M 31, Auburn 20, and Oklahoma State 52, Michigan State 12, UNC 49, Western Carolina 9, Rice 20, Marshall 0, Notre Dame 45, Syracuse 21, Iowa State 42, West Virginia 6, Tennessee 30, Tennessee 19, Florida 31, Iowa 35, Illinois 21, Indiana 14, Wisconsin 6, Tulsa 19, Navy 6, Stanford 31, Washington 26, Coastal Carolina 22, BYU 17. Peter Children's time, 10:05. Time now for Peter Children. Traffic judge to check on this late Saturday night. NBTA subway system looking good, except the Commuter Rail Franklin Line train 1717, 9:20 p.m. from substation remains stop at Ruggles and is currently 30-40 minutes back to the non-really passenger. And the Riverboat Line train 11:59 and 11:16 now operating about 1 hour 30 minutes past between Bell Depot and North River Road after striking their empty vehicle right away. And the ferries out looking good. Okay, let's take a look at highways and byways of doing on this late. Starting at Route 2 slow between Fitchburg and Orange. 120 a little bit slow on the Denham Westwood area. 44 westbound a little slow on Middlebury stretch. Highways and byways New Hampshire. 93 slow between Salem, New Hampshire, up to Woodstock, New Hampshire, all the way up to Vermont. 91 slow in Linden, Vermont. 89 slow between Concord, New Hampshire, and 11 in New Hampshire. Route 101 slow between Manchester and Bethlehem, New Hampshire. 95 slow between Salisbury, Massachusetts, all the way on the Food, New Hampshire, and all the way up to Maine. And Maine back a little bit slow between Kittery and Augusta via Portland. And 295 slow between Portland and Brunswick. Peter Children's time, 10:06. Time now for Peter Children's weather report. And the last of the storm is slowly but surely wrapping up right here in Massachusetts. As take a look at the radar, shows some snow done around Bristol and Plymouth County and raining around the Taunton and Redford area and snowing all over Rhode Island except a little bit rain around Westerly and snowing on Eastern Connecticut and snowing around much of the Boston to Springfield corridor except some splotches of rain, one splotch of rain in the middle of the snow. It's raining around Lincoln, Concord, and Bedford. And another one down around Andover, North Andover, Lawrence, Bethune, and April. And raining down around Dunstable, down around Pepperell, and down around Nashua, New Hampshire. And sleeting around Hollis, New Hampshire. And snowing down around east of Vermont, all of New Hampshire. And all of Maine. It's some sleet east of Augusta up to Bangor. And raining down around from the coastal sections of Maine down to New Brunswick, down to central and eastern portions of Nova Scotia. Snowing up in New Brunswick, down to eastern portions of Quebec. Okay. Taking a look at National Grid outage maps. It's 16,185 customers in the dark, and most of them centered around the central Massachusetts and northeastern Massachusetts areas, where the snow is the heaviest and a rapidly intensifying storm system off Cape Cod will produce gusty winds at every rain and a period of accumulating every wet snow. And the wind and precipitation should taper off tonight, and the storm exits about the Maritimes overnight, and dry and cold weather moves in for Sunday, for Tuesday, with a moderate trend for the middle of next weekend. We're in the thick of it this evening with heavy wet snow, continuing winds continue to ramp up. The low center directly east of Massachusetts offshore this evening. Winds now have coming out of the northwest, and the remaining reports extremely wet flakes coming down across eastern Massachusetts, which makes sense given the extreme amount of air and surface temperatures across the region. Generally 32-35 was seeing snow. Intensity is backed up since this afternoon, given a best front to Genesis now lifted into the northern New England, while the back edge of the Pacific is now approaching the central mass. What earlier seemed to be like a drastic drop in the radar returns towards northern Massachusetts can likely be attributed to areas radar driven to the headwind snow. Additional accumulation will be slow and likely less than previously expected in the Interstate 95 corridor, owing into the warm temperatures and relatively high dew points that are about freezing, limiting cooling. Okay, let's take a look at the forecast. It goes like this. Tonight, rain showers. We're under wind advisory until 12 a.m. And there'll be rain showers like before. Midnight, then a chance of snow showers between midnight and 2 a.m. Cloud skies and gradually becoming part cloud skies low at 20 degrees, northwest about 13 to 60 mile an hour, gust highs 40 mile an hour, chances of 70%. So nighttime area ratio 1 to 2 inches possible by Sunday. Sun's skies about 38, low 22 degrees. North is about 7 to 13 mile an hour, gust size 20 to 25 mile an hour. For Monday, most of the sun's about 36, low 23 degrees. West wind about 3 to 5 mile an hour. And for Tuesday, most of the sun's got a high about 37 to low 21, north about 3 to 7 mile an hour. And for Wednesday, most of the sun's got 40 to low 26 degrees. Coming in the westbound 5 mile an hour in the afternoon. Thursday, most of the sun's got 46 to 38 degrees. West wind about 3 to 7 mile an hour. And for Friday, most of the sun's got 48 degrees at low 33. West wind about 3 to 6 mile an hour. And for Saturday, but the sun's got 50 degrees at west wind about 3 to 7 mile an hour. Right now, not in its light rain of 37 degrees. That's coming in for the video channel. The clock news on this slate. Signing out, December 5th, 2020. I'm Peter J. Wiggins from Yahoo. Good night with a good bad day. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. I'll see you tomorrow morning and tomorrow. Hope you have a good night.